New World Practitioner live health Q&A. So we talk about what it is to become a practitioner, and we're not talking about opening a clinic necessarily. We're not talking about everybody needs to be their own practitioner. What do you think, Romana?
Absolutely.
You know what? If you're not your own practitioner today, shame on you, because you are going to be setting a terrible example for your family.
Yep, the children need to know. The children need to be born healthy.
Yeah, and
We can do this.
And if guess what? If everybody really had a real health manual and they had the rules, we wouldn't be ruled, schooled, or fooled, and we wouldn't be lining our kids up for the tell them that there's such thing as a C or a V. We would just be saying, "Believe in me."
Exactly.
And that's the truth, So Romana, she has done hard course how many times?
Twice.
Twice, yes. Now, we're going to be talking about taking our course, not even to open up a business, but to take our whole life coach and our non-surgical to finally mind your own business. But for some of you, you won't be worth more than $1.95. Okay? But for some of you, you'll be worth spending the money. But most people would never invest in themselves because they're programmed to destroy themselves, not actually invest into yourselves. Take a look at the things that you do buy, and then look at why do you do that? Do you ever ask yourself why you spent that much money on that couch set, that car? Why, you took a trip and it was a great holiday, but you didn't come back different. You know what? If you want different, you have to become what?
Oh, there is just so much about learning to be who you truly are.
And that's going to take a while because you've been so programmed to terrorize yourself and your family. And that's what the whole New World Practitioner reality is, becoming your own Braveheart, unleashing and discovering that power within. Just know that we are taking questions today. So whatever platform you're on, especially we will see the questions come up. So as the questions come up, Gad, just let us know if you see any.
Sorry, I did see one there about getting his cartilage back in his knee. Now, you already have the cartilage there.
Daryl Lund.
Sorry. Yes, Daryl. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Daryl.
It's a good name.
It is a good name.
It's a good name.
It's spelt differently, but
hey, listen,
sounds the same.
But we love different. We love different.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, Daryl, your cartilage, it doesn't go back in there because it's actually already there. It's still there. It never went anywhere. It just got crusty and dry and calcified.
Yeah, so it dehydrated. So if you took a steak and you put it on a barbecue, you could actually take a steak 1.5 inches and bring it down to about 3/4 of an inch or even 1/2 inch. And that's called dehydration, and that's what happened. And then what happened is because of the inflammation, okay, you got the beef jerky effect, but you also get pulling the calcium from the closest bones, and it gets calcified. Then when you go to the doctor, he goes, "You're bone on bone." Okay, and we'll tell you that if you come to us and you have to go to surgery, we will refund, okay? We will refund all the money you paid for any body work. Okay, so just know that we really will. And because this is a lie, okay, it's a downright lie. You can replace the calcium back into your joint. You can restore the cartilage. Even if it's only 10% left, it'll all grow back. The human body's amazing. And if you're dealing with the medical system, it's not amazing. The human body has forgotten how to heal. The human body needs to be shut down and poisoned with drugs. And pieces of you need to be cut out every few years. You need to be numbed out because you're too stupid to understand on how to look after yourself. And you think I'm kidding? I mean, I have to listen to people every day say to me, I keep going to my doctor, and I keep going, well, there could be a problem with that one. So you keep going and getting the same thing over and over again. The mind that created the disease is not the mind that's going to heal it. So you better change your mind. What do you think?
Oh, totally. We have Catligo asking, what other medications can be used besides vaccine for prevention of COVID?
Right off the bat, infinite iodine, spraying it in the back of your throat. Oh, and just so everybody knows. Okay. So we ran our Black Friday sale, and it was supposed to be over last night. We took it down. I went down late last night. It went back up. We have received a few hundred people saying this is Black Week sale Friday. We didn't get an opportunity because of Thanksgiving and everything else. I don't know if it's really true, but a lot of people sent us messages and called us. So we are going to run it, okay? I don't know. We're going to run it for the next few days. We haven't decided. We might run it till Friday or Monday. I don't really know what we're doing right now. I mean,
It just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Everybody, especially Daryl and his crew, are running around, I like to say, like blue ass flies. That's what I say in Australia. And they literally are. The full steam ahead, never stops. Daryl's energy is phenomenal. Truly. 67 nearly, I think you said, or 66?
almost 56.
Yeah. I honestly, I can't keep up with him. The truth is in the pudding.
Yes. Yes. So everybody, just so you know, there's somebody posting on Facebook right now, and they're doing it on every show about Bitcoin, and I got credited money to my account. They're pretending that it's me. Please ignore this. We're going to delete this as soon as the show is over. I don't know why people think they can just jump on and feed off, but look at this. Well, really? Well, look what's happening. There's medical doctors feeding off of you right now. The government's feeding off of you right now. The elite are, and they shouldn't be called elite. They're just scumbags, but that's okay. And I just observed that. I'm not going to judge them or get angry because that'll only make me sick. But the reality is this. You got to think about this. We don't deserve what's going on. You don't deserve your sickness. But the reality is guess what? It is your body. You do have a mind. And you know what? You could get into the conscious moment. You could start smiling. You could get on a perfect day diet. I mean, for $150, you could do a perfect day consultation with us. And we'll give you lifetime support, a 360-page manual, PDF, the best book ever written on health. I'll tell you right now, it's 40 years down into that. And you get all the pictures and everything to show how the emotional creates the physical, how to reverse every condition in your body and how you do it, not us. So, you know what? I'm going to tell you, there's enough assets out there, okay, if you get off your ass, okay? And it's the truth. You know, if you go into my library, it is the most powerful self-help, self-care library in the world. That in itself has taken probably close to $1 million for us to put all that up there. The shooting of the videos, giving you all this information, it's all free. You know, people tell me that I shouldn't be giving anything away for free anymore because it's disrespected. But you know what? I think that we're going to get to a point with this C thing that people will see so many of their family not sick, but leaving this planet that, you know what? I don't know why, but why is it that with human beings, they have to be down on their knees, begging God, please help me, help me. And you know what? It's always been inside of you. And it's because you're so easy to be programmed, and it's not your fault because 90% of your brain is your subconscious. And it's these prominent, dominant beliefs that you've been given by the government. You've been given by all these corporations. You've been given by the elite that hide in the shadows, that pull all the strings of the world, and they've been doing it before Jesus. So, you know, and then Jesus help us? No, you're going to have to help yourself. Why don't you just listen to the teachings of Jesus? Self-care, self-love, unconditional love, okay? Standing in your power, knowing what logic is.
If it wasn't for the past 2 years of doing everything online through Daryl's teachings, I wouldn't be where I am today. Go and get it. It's all free online. You can do the courses. You can read the books. He's got at least 30, I think, books on there. 40 years of information. Phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, and if you go into the do-it-yourself guide, you could be in there learning for at least 3 weeks, all the most important stretching and building exercises, clapping, belly button, how to do the ultimate coffee enema, the Braveheart 12 loving steps. Wouldn't that be great if you actually did love yourself? Go figure, right? Anyways, D. Lake, can the cell sonic and Merigen ionic calcium be used to regenerate enough jawbone for an implant without bone grafting? Absolutely. Absolutely. Even the ionic calcium on its own, using two doses of Dentagen and two doses of Merigen and 2 doses of Dentagen a day, and then you can start backing off after 3 months. You will totally, or 6 weeks maybe, 6 weeks to 3 months, you're going to have enough there. You need to understand something. We do carry the best products in the world, and we do. That's called Merigen.
Yep.
And then the other one I said was called Dentagen. And these two together will totally restore anybody's jawbone. And I don't care how bad the problem is if you want to go deep. But remember, if you've got a 20-foot hole, don't be pulling out a 5-foot ladder and think you're getting out, because you're not. Okay, so, but let's just know this, that there's more stem cells in the jawbone than there is in any other bone of the body. So unleash it. And what should you be doing? Well, can you grab my clapper over there, love? And maybe the belly button. So if you clapped your jawbone for about 5 to 10 minutes each side, and at the beginning you're going to go, oh my gosh, that hurts. But you know, I've learned that pain is a GPS, and you know what? I know that when I clap, I'm creating stem cells in my body, and I'm also getting rid of the physical blocks, whether it's crystallization, scar tissue, or even emotional issues in my tissues, because this area here in the jaw, look at the redness. See the redness already? And that redness is increased circulation. Oh my God, wouldn't want that. How much circulation does a dead person have? There you go. That might tell you something.
I was so close to that. I was bedridden 3 years ago completely. My body just said, no, I've had enough, went into spasms, bedridden. The clapping, I then learned a year later so I've been doing that now for 2 years. I do it every single day. And you don't stop. The clapping and the belly button therapy, I just did a class this morning as well to show people how to do it.
We're going to be putting that up on Facebook, and then maybe in a couple days it'll be up on Telegram, Bitchute, Rumble, and everywhere else.
Yeah. And honestly, people, they are your daily medicine, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
You must do it. No excuses. And even if you don't have it at the moment, well, obviously you want to get one of each, but you can. I did use my finger before I got it delivered. I used my hands before I got it delivered. So no excuses. Start today.
Don't you just love her fake accent? All right. So, Gabby, could I use filtered ionized alkaline water to mix with the humic acid? Absolutely. But can I just say something, please? What is the only water that nature uses? Structured. That's what it is. Fast moving rivers, waterfalls, all the rain that drops onto the earth, even though we've got plastic particles and chemtrails and heavy metals in it. Why isn't it killing the birds, bees, flowers, trees, and every other organism? Why are the crops still the same as 500 years ago? Because it's structured. So let's see here. Can you grab that? So here's a structure unit. All this stuff is on sale, guys. Okay. Well, it was off a sale. Now it's on sale. You know, it's like this C thing that's going on. No, now you can do that. No, you can't do it now. Wait a minute. Yes, you can. Oh, wait. No. You can in this country, but you can't in that country. But in this country, you can do this. Okay, so anyways, this is a structure unit. You got 90 days, money back guarantee. Don't like it, send it back. All right, this will never break down. It lasts forever. You can take any water from any tap around the world, as long as it's not yellow or brown. I do it all the time, so trust me on this one.
I carry it everywhere.
People don't want to believe me. I take it right from every tap in Mexico.
Yep, me too.
And I'll just run the water right through. When I'm in China, I do the same thing. When we're traveling, doing courses, I do the same thing. I don't buy bottled water. Why would I buy bottled water? I wouldn't do that, because every bottled water has fluoride in it to deaden my pineal gland. And then, but But if you do bottled water, because you've got to do filtered water, no, you don't. But if you do that and you structure it, you'll be protected by any chemical, by any bacteria, by any heavy metal in there. And you're going, no way. Well, that's right. Well, the invisible creates the physical, whether good or bad. And structuring is what was invented by that which created the universe, because all water is structured before it hits Earth. And that's why the Earth isn't dying or crying right now. Even though the chemicals are in the water when it hits the plants, the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, and me and you,
And
we're protected.
And the absorption rate in your body
Is
just
1,000%.
skyrockets.
It's 1,000% compared to any other water. Distilled water, there's no such thing. That'll kill you quick. A reverse osmosis, there's no such thing as that in nature. And then filtered water, sure, filter it, but you can get carbon addicted. Okay, but the reality is I'm not telling you not to do these things. All you got to do is structure it at the end or at the beginning, because you can put a structure unit on your home, run all your water through, then run it through a distiller. It's still structured.
And if you must drink alcohol or whatever, structure it.
Yeah, all you got to do is just structure 1 ounce from the bottle and put it back into a quart bottle of mezcal, tequila, rum, you pick it, wine. Or you can, if you want, you can structure each glass of wine. You'll get, you'll catch a beautiful buzz if that's what you're after, and you won't have a hangover. And you can drink the whole bottle yourself. It's called protecting yourself. That's what structuring does. If you don't believe me, try it. Oh, this got me drunk, but now this isn't going to get me drunk.
But that doesn't mean to drink more, because drinking,
really?
yeah, you know.
Well, it does.
No, I mean more alcohol.
Yeah. Anyways.
And you should be high enough on life anyway.
Yeah, why not get high on life? There you go. Taylor, can you do New World Prac over video? Tell I'm in Philly, and is there a way to get info on New World training local to me if can't travel at the moment? I'm going to tell you something right now. I really don't want to put the whole life coach certification online. I don't want to believe that the world's going to go that direction. I believe we're already winning. I really do. They're losing. Trust me.
Absolutely.
They're going to go through with their schedule, but they're losing. Trust me. They're losing. And I just want to say this, that I will never put the body work online and try to teach a course with the body work. And I'll tell you why. Because we do have the most powerful body work, and I will come up against any school or any training, whether it be physio, chiro, acupuncture. I have a doctorate in that. I also became a registered massage therapist when I was younger, became a colon therapist. Our therapies are the most powerful, and I make sure of it just like our products. And I want everyone to challenge me on it. Go ahead, fine. I'm up for it, because I want to be challenged. Because what if I'm wrong? And if I'm wrong, I'll change it, won't I?
Honestly,
so,
this work is beyond anything you could imagine.
Yeah. And it is, and we're going to keep saying it. And then when you take it, I would like you to come and not believe it, and then we'll find out, okay? We'll find out that people who have a cane or a walker, and sometimes one treatment, am I right or wrong?
You're totally
yeah, but
right.
It's got to be mind over matter.
Yeah.
You know, if you've given up on your relationship with yourself or your husband or your wife or with life, then we have to work with that first, because even if we use willpower and lots of supplements and we get you walking and talking and living again, willpower runs out. We need you to change the program that created the dis-ease, the weakness, the victimitis.
Absolutely. It is beyond anything you could imagine.
Yes. Andrea, can we organs
that have been removed, like gallbladder or appendix or tonsils? I think she means, can we?
Yeah, well,
there we go.
you cannot. Can you regrow? Oh, Andrea, I believe that you could regrow a gallbladder. We just need one person to believe they can do it, and then another will do it, and then another will do it, and another will do it. It's like the Olympics. Every 4 years, we break the records. Okay? Every day I tell myself I'm going to change 1 more %. And if I do, that means I renew myself 100% every 100 days on an emotional level, which we know emotion is energy in motion. Okay, it's the frequencies, that creates things that you can turn cancer on, you can turn it off with a frequency.
Is it safe to do clapping on varicose veins in the legs?
Absolutely. I would do it around it and then gently come on top and then go. Yeah, you're not going to loosen up a blood clot and do that because the heat that's created through the circulation melts them. It is the most amazing thing. It's not us, it's the body. So clapping actually melts your, because that's what a varicose vein is. But the reality is what's the biggest varicose vein in the body is your large intestine. So, you know, you've got root rot, and that's your large intestine is the root of your immune system, and it's rooted in your pelvis. And that's why so many women have problems today, because they have root rot and they're pooping in their pelvis, and then their pelvic floor is rotting out. And that's why we're dropping babies. That's why the uterus will drop out. That's why the bladder and problems will go on forever. That's why 49% of women drip urine in their underwear throughout the day, every day. Isn't that really cool? And that's why prostate problems have grown in the last 5 years by 40%. And they said that by the year, within another 5 years, whoever told you this, 400% increase. And that's because of the accumulation of toxicity and the way that we're eating. And see, you have to understand that the next 5 years, you've got people getting older and they're rotten to the core. The prostate's rotting out. Where does the prostate sit and where does the bladder sit? Right in front of the last 4 inches of the large intestine. Where do the ovaries sit? Just on either side of the last 4 inches of the large intestine. Where are the fallopian tubes? Just above the ovaries. Okay, so how are we doing so far? Do you know what a cyst is on the ovaries? It's a sac of pus. So would you rather have had cancer of the ovaries, or would you rather a sac of pus because it's collecting all the pus from the pooping in the pelvis? Okay.
Believe it or not, it's true.
Philomena, bioenergetic scans indicated poliomyelitis and prions. Muscles are tight. Okay, first of all, does anybody notice what they do? Prions, poliomyelitis. Okay.
Big words.
You know, arthritis. You know, I'll ask somebody, do you know what arthritis is? Yeah, it's joint pain. No, it actually means arth means joint, inflammation, itis. Now understand something. Just purchase the fulvic humic. Would you consider the calcium iron? I would, absolutely. But you really need to consider getting a perfect day consult. How would you like to spend $150 and have a guide, a coach for a lifetime? All your questions, as many as you have, we'll answer them. Or how would you like to just do Band-Aid and buy this, do this, and not have a strategy? Look, do we know that strategies work? Take a look. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Queen of England, and about maybe 20,000 other people got together and they strategized how they could hog tie 7 billion people. So do you think that we could learn a lesson? What if we were to strategize from the minute we opened minute we rise until we close our eyes at night that day, and we were to create a perfect day and repeat it? You would never have to do a deep cleanse again. You'd never have to have a surgery again unless you had a sports injury or a car accident. You wouldn't have to. You know, we know that 95 to 98% of all surgery is caused because of programming, hate programs in here. We don't even know we're running. Why would the body fall apart? Why is everybody falling apart? Because you're tearing yourself apart on an unconscious, subconscious level. Angela Sean, I need something for my lungs. I have scarred lungs, bronchitis, arthritis all over, including my jaw joints. Well, that's your TMJ. And your TMJ, okay, now please, I'm not swearing.
Oh, wow.
It's called the hate point, but in our
FU,
we call it the FU point. Oh, you make me so mad. I hate you. I hate you. Or I don't speak at all. And the anger just stays here. So that's why you get this knot in here. You're all knotted up. Okay. And it pushes on your nerve, and then it causes jaw pain, causes your parasympathetic, your vagus nerve to freeze. So now you're in a sympathetic state, dripping adrenaline and histamine and cortisol into you. Oh yeah, it's a party, isn't it?
and it was horrific. I had that, and then I got the non-surgical, and oh my Lord, I feel so free now.
So let's just talk about this. This is really important. What do I do with it right here? No, right here. So this is on sale right now. And I wouldn't say it if it wasn't. So we're not trying to do a sales pitch. You'll do it or don't do it. Doesn't matter, does it? Okay. And it really doesn't matter, because if you guys knew how much we sold this week, it's just beyond Thunderdome. Okay. So now the infinite iodine, if you take that and you get yourself a nebulizer. Oh, I left it. I have to bring it in. So, and you get yourself a nebulizer off of Amazon, and you take 1 part infinite iodine, and you take 3 parts structured water. If you can't get structured water, then just use distilled water for this case. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put them together in the nebulizers, and you're going to nebulize just 1 time. So turn it on. And then it might make you feel a little bit of raspy or feel like you're going to cough a little bit. Don't worry about it. Don't do it again for just maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and then do it again. And eventually you'll be doing this. And use the infinite iodine. And if you really want to rock your world, we're going to tell you how to do that. You see it, the fulvic. No, Bright Eyes. Over there, that eyedropper right there. Just grab that eyedropper. And the silver. Do you see the silver liquid bottle? Grab the silver liquid bottle. The big one, the white one. You can tell we're really organized today. Okay. So then what you do is you take Bright Eyes, nanofulvic, and understand something. This is the only clear fulvic that you can put in your eyes in the planet. We're the only ones who make it, because we have a patented process and it has no heavy metals in it. Go figure. Okay. And we're the only one that can do that too. And I don't mind being challenged on that. Then you can do Silver Bullet, which is a silver ion product. Okay. Now you take 50-50, you put them together and you nebulize. So if you nebulize the iodine, you nebulize this, just play with it, and you're not going to hurt yourself. There's no toxic side effect. Just start off, because what happens is the silver creates an environment that negative microbes can't live in. Oh, there you go. Figure that one, eh? And then the fulvic, it pulls on what? Heavy metals and acidity. So that's why they work so well. But nothing works more for getting rid of infection. This will get rid of any virus in 15 seconds by spraying in the back of the throat. So you can take it up to your sinuses and then clean your lungs. Now, I want to tell you a little story. So the little story goes like this. There are 2 major places that the body makes antibodies. Okay, so you need to get this. This is a very important story, and this is going to give you some real leverage here against any doctor or anybody who thinks that they're really smart. Okay, sometimes thinking you're really smart can be a real dumb move. Okay, so now you've got your lungs and your digestive tract that are open to the outside world. They are closed off to the inside of your body, because it's just a tube, and then there's 2 bags here. There's your lungs, there's 2 bags, and then you've got a tube called your digestive tract. Then you've got, now they're separate antibody making platform than the antibodies that are made like in your blood system, in your lymph system, in your tissue cells, in other parts of the body. I hope you're getting this. Oh, you're gonna love this. Now the V, which we go like this in the arm, is to protect you from getting, okay, the V coming in your sinuses and your mouth, okay, that will go into your lungs or into your digestive tract. Yes or no? Now, if I put the V in here in your arm, okay, even if it was a V, but it's not, and even if it really did create antibodies, which most time it doesn't, not this one, because this one is not what you think, it never reaches the lungs or the digestive tract. It's got nothing to do with it.
Because it's in your blood.
Wouldn't it be something if we just knew a little bit of science? Look at how you're programmed all the way through school. So you probably went to school at least 12 years, and you don't even know that these 2 things are different. You don't know that when you have giving the V to your children, that there's no filtering. You're not filtering all those poisons. You're putting it directly into the blood. No filter. What moron would ever even do that? Now, when you say, oh my God, you're nasty, Dr. Wolf, do you think that would be maybe a moronic belief to believe that if you did it here, it would go in here or here? Seriously. I don't mind you challenge me on this, but you better go do your homework first.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, so Lisa Freedom, where are your library of books and videos? If you go to docofdetox.com, go to the top, click on library, boom, there you go. Okay. Elizabeth, I just wanted to ask about shipping charges. Just when ordered products were $59 and shipping was $57. Is this what it cost? If you order over $100, it says right there. If you order, I think it's $89. Yeah, I don't even do that. But I know if it's over $89 or $98, shipping's free. Okay. And there's no way that it was $57 to ship. So I would call 855-900-4544 and you're going to get your question answered, because there's no way you were charged $57 for shipping, love. And my extension is number 5. And if you have any troubles dealing with this, then when the show's over, I will. But there's confusion here somewhere. Okay. Hold on. I need to see these others. I'd like to book a phone appointment with you, Daryl, before my next purchase. Is it best to call? I have no success with WhatsApp. Well, you can call me on FaceTime, or you can call me on Telegram, or you can call me at 250-801-5893, or you can call me at 855-900-4544 extension 5, and that's free. Anyone in North America, but the WhatsApp, the Telegram, FaceTime is for those people outside that. Okay, or WhatsApp is for those people who can't afford, I guess, data, right? Okay, all right. So let's see here. I'll just read them. Okay, you can just move it up, Gad. Don't just slow it. Okay. Henriette, I live on a rural property. Is my well water the same as structured water? Absolutely not. Well water is not the same. And guess what? Is there any cows? Is there any farming near your area? What is near your area? What's the runoff that's getting into your well? Please don't think that wells are great. Okay. All right. Wells can be poisonous. So get your water tested if you want, but if you structure it, and if your water's not that hard, then I would structure it, pay the money. So a structure unit, I think, I'm not even sure how much that is, but right now it's 25% credit. So we don't give you 25% off because we give you 25% credit to buy products. You're not going to get a better deal. Okay, and you've got a 90-day money-back guarantee. All right, so if you don't believe I'm right. Let me see here. Love your energy. Thank you, Angela. Awesome. Thanks, Gabby. I'm structuring. Good,
G'day.
Satchel.
G'day, Romana from an Aussie in Ohio, US. Thanks, Rhonda.
Another escapee. Okay. Okay, gotcha, Dr. Wolf. I will respect that. I will make this intention today to come see you. Okay, Taylor, thank you. Can you show any scientific tests that show that structuring does? Why don't you go and look at the work of Dr. Oh boy, it just escapes me right now.
But
yes.
It's definitely on your...
No. It's on my structuring site.
Yeah.
And structuring is a science, guys. Okay. There's tons of science. It's called fourth phase water. Dr. Gerald Pollack. There it is. All the science you want. And it is science. Okay. So, oh, wait a minute. If it's good enough for the creator of the planet, I think it's good enough for me. What do you think? Because that's what's coming down on you, rain. Okay. How do you claim structured water bottle? How do you claim the structured water bottle, and how often? It's not a bottle. Or how do you clean it? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. You can just put it on the top rack of your dishwasher, or you can get yourself and soak this into white vinegar. Okay. Just for 10-15 minutes, and then run hot water through it. Okay. And it'll clean it out. All right.
And you really don't need to do much of that unless you're actually pouring a lot of made products through.
Some people would be pouring milk through it, or
Yeah.
alcohol. They might even do, some people will pour just like just a little bit of their shampoo, which I say, why'd you do that? Just put a few drops of water, structured water, in your shampoo bottle, and they'll structure the whole shampoo.
Take a spray bottle with you whenever you go to lunch or anything, or have a
spray your
drink.
food.
Spray it.
Spray your drink.
You've just
one spray.
changed the frequency.
Just one spray.
Straight away.
Yeah. Did you know that you can take 1 cup of structured water, put it in your bathtub, and totally structure the water? bath. You do know that you could take like 1 cup and put it in your pool where you swim. It'll structure the whole pool.
You'll love this. You know, the other day we moved to a house and they had to replace the water because of the big storm we had, right? And I had 2 structure units, mine and my friend Sam's, and I swam in the pool with the structure units. I did all the breaststroke, the freestyle with the structure units in my hands. They were all laughing at me, but I was structuring the water in the pool. It's a big pool.
And then go into the pool before and swim, and then go back in again, and you'll find it silky. So now for those of you who went and have your own pool, if you built a little waterfall with rocks so the water tumbles, and build it that it's about 6 to 8 feet high, and have the water tumbling down rocks, it'll come in and structure your pool. And you won't have to put the chemicals in like you do. You won't have the fungal problems, and you'll actually be healing the skin. There you go.
Done and dusted.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay. What do we got here? Miriam, Romana, you are amazing, but Dr. Wolf is more amazing. I need that. Romana, you are amazing. Keep up the good sharing. I love your accent. Yeah, fake it till you make it, eh, girl?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, Naomi, is there a website to go to buy products? Store.docofdetox.com. Did you put up about the sale? Oh, it's running.
Yep.
It's running.
The Black
So if you look at
Friday
the bottom,
sale.
if you look at the bottom here, okay. All right. Yeah. And I don't know how long we're going to run it. So I really don't. I really should have been over. And it wasn't really my decision. I got kind of voted out. Okay. All right. So that's that. That's what happens. Elizabeth, I hope you're right, Dr. Wolf. Well, why don't you try to see if you can prove me wrong? I think that's fun.
Good luck with
Challenge me. Judy, thank you for sharing. Eva, Dr. Wolf, do you personal sessions? I would like to see you for my uterine fibroids. I also would like to take your course for my personal growth and perhaps start a new career. Let me just put it this way. Why don't you just call me on extension 5? The greasy wheel, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So if you don't get me, call back again. I try to call everybody at the end of the day, and most days I make it. Okay, I do make it.
However, I would like to say something.
Uh-oh.
I know that a lot of people would like to speak to Daryl personally. However, he's training all of us. I've been trained as well, and I'm continually training, but I am now a practitioner like so many. I think 90 of us just went through the last 2 courses.
Yeah, we just trained 90 practitioners.
Please have
in
confidence
80
in
days.
us. Please have confidence in us.
Yeah, you did.
Trust us too. Yeah. Daryl has been teaching us, honestly, we can help you too, not just him.
Absolutely, because they know what I know, and they really do. You know, you've taken the course how many times?
Twice.
That's right. So we have people here who have taken the course 3 times and trained twice that actually work here. We have a 5-story building that we have practitioners doing consulting out of all over the world on the phone with the Perfect Day consults, answering questions. We'll have 3 more people coming on next week. Okay, we're bringing them on as fast as we can. And understand, these are just people. We want to bring back humanism. Okay, all right. Garrett Van Brussel, what is the mechanism in that bottle that structures the water? It's the shape of how the water flows. It causes the water to flow in all directions at the same time. And there's also different gems that are in the water. And like I said, you don't need to believe it. I'm going to give you 90 days. So use it. If you don't believe it, you'll believe it when you start drinking it, because you're going to have more energy. You're going to digest better. You're going to sleep better. You're going to have less stiffness. Yeah, go ahead.
You'll drink it faster.
Your skin will clear up.
Yeah. People find it very hard to drink 3 liters of water. Like someone my size should be drinking 3 liters a day. And I couldn't believe it. I do. And it was easy because it's so silky. It just glides down your throat.
It has no surface tension. Like if a mosquito walks on structured water, it drowns. There.
And if you try and drink normal bottled water, you feel, oh my God, you're so bloated. It feels dreadful. This is nothing you can imagine comes close to this.
I love this one. Carol, can COPD be reversed? There's no such thing as COPD. COPD is where you have gotten enough mucus and toxins into your lungs to create that problem. So COPD is where you're not getting enough oxygen anymore. And I already went through it. If you go back and watch this video, I already said that if you take these two 50-50, the Bright Eyes and the Silver Bullet, and you nebulize them, and then if you take infinite iodine on its own with 1 part iodine and 3 parts distilled water or structured water, and you nebulize that, start slowly, you'll clean your lungs out. And I don't care if you believe me or not, it really doesn't matter to me, because guess what? We are so busy and we are so popular that we know that we're not going to be liked by everybody. And people aren't going to believe what we say because it's too extraordinary. But we have people that have situations called cancer, which is just inflammation out of control. It really is. That have done this and seen unbelievable results. We'll just leave it at that, okay? All right, now, Dorata, how is it possible to stay in Mexico in terms of legality on a small budget? Well, first of all, you can come here and come and stay at the hotel, but then we'll help you find a place, won't we? Mm-hmm. And you could find an apartment for $250. Is that okay? Can you do that? Okay, then you can find that you could spend another only 25% on the food you eat, which you usually do.
So much cheaper.
So, and then you can come to our free lectures, and then I could help you become abundant on all levels, and you'd make more money. Because what do we do here? We search for what your genius is, and then we want you to use that genius to gift the world, so they'll gift you with money. Wow.
And your body was designed and created to be the best healing device, if you want to call it that.
And don't worry about all the rules for fools. You can come here and live here, and we'll make sure you don't have to leave. How's that? Is that true? Okay.
Of course,
we
it's true.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We figured it out, let's say, okay? And the reality is just so you know, everybody, the president of Mexico told Biden and Trudeau just a few days ago, go clean up your own mess, okay? And don't mind, we'll look after ours. You go look after your own. And just know this, when you become more humanitarians, I'll listen to you. And guess what? We send tens of thousands of people to pick your apples and to go work in your orchards and your gardens. Okay, so when you start becoming more human to my people, then I will listen to what you have to say. And no, I'm not going to force vax my people. That's what went down. Thank you very much, because that is my new president. Okay, all right. Because God knows I don't want little Justin running around. Okay. All right. Lisa Freedom. Here we go. Pamela J. Perkins. Emotion equals energy in motion. Yes, sweetheart. You're so right. And Lisa Freedom replying to
Marcel,
need to know what platform to speak to you. Okay. That's somebody just talking to each other. Okay. How do you clean that? We already talked, cleaning the structure unit. You actually, I'll say it again. You just put it on the top rack of your dishwasher, or you just soak it in apple cider vinegar, not apple, just needs to be plain white vinegar, and then run hot water through it. You're off to the races. Tiffany Harris, my father was losing use of his legs. First came the walker, then the wheelchair, then came me. A body in motion stays in motion. Leg weights, physical therapy, exercise. He knows. He now has the use of his legs. Tiffany, you are a brave heart, and you hold the line, girl. And you hold the line for yourself, because you are a caretaker. But caretakers need to take care of themselves too, sweetheart. Okay? Melcy Pops. No, wait. Lewis Phillip. It is hard to justify the cost of mysterious water device that no info is given other than it works. LOL. Let me tell you something, Lewis. Why don't you go to my library to Structure Water Unit and go read the whole guide, watch all the videos, and then go to Dr. Gerald Pollack and look at fourth phase water. And I just gave a 90-day money-back guarantee. So, Lewis, you know what? If you want to banter, find a new platform, okay? All right? So, yeah. Lewis, I get it, okay? You know, it's too mystical, too mysterious for you. But you know what? Magic happens every day. It's called rain, okay? It's called waterfalls. It's called fast-moving rivers, okay? And remember something, my friend. The invisible creates the physical. And understand something. God's pretty mysterious, too. That must be a crackpot thing, too, right? Okay.
it's a strange thing to say because people spend a fortune on filters and replacement filters and all those things. I did. This is a one-off thing. You buy it, lasts forever as long as you look after it.
No, it's okay. I get it. Lewis is one of those people. He's got to do a little pokey woke. But you know what? I love you, Lewis. Just keep on poking, dude. But don't poke your family too much because they're going to want to get away from you. So make sure you're poking with an intelligent question or an intelligent challenge. Don't just poke for the fun of it, because if you do that, it might become a habit. Okay. Mousy Pops, how do I go about getting a consult? Go to docofdetox.com, top of the page, and look at consultations. And she does them, and she's amazing. So check her out. Romana. Okay, Kay Laporte. Love what you do, Daryl. I've got a nebulizer and am doing 3% food-grade hydrogen peroxide protocol for mucus buildup and cleansing. It does help. Can I use 11.5 pH structured water from my water ionizer to mix with the peroxide? No, you shouldn't. You actually shouldn't. You don't want to be using that heavy of alkaline water, and you should not be using things with minerals in it. You don't want to use water with minerals in it. You don't want to use water with minerals in it when you nebulize. Distilled water, structured water, or you want to use reverse osmosis. Crystal Rock Jewelry. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. I wish one day I can make it to Mexico and be part of the powerful group of souls. Also, here's another question about our courses. Our next course starts on January the 12th, and you want to be here for a minimum of 28 days if you want to stay for the 5 bonus days. And I tell everyone, just try to stay for 30, 31 days and just enjoy it here. What do you think? You know, why rush to flush?
That's right. I've been here for 3.5, nearly 4 months, and I'm not going anywhere. I love it here. It's magical. The people here, everywhere you go, you can walk everywhere. It's just amazing. And of course, our wonderful group of wolfers, I call them.
Go back up, please.
Amazing.
Lori Foxall. I just posted a link for Lewis P to better understand how structuring water works in nature and how the water structure unit is created to mimic this. Hope it is helpful. You know what? You are helpful, Lori, and thank you.
Another brave heart.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. Marcel Habib. Thank you. I'm in Australia.
You should be over here.
Andrea Faye Farrington, what comes with a consultation appointment? I don't know. Lifetime support. We send you the audio from the 1 hour for your perfect day to start. You get a 360-page manual that I've written, and it's the best of the best in 40 years. Is it great? Is it good enough for them, you think?
Wonderful.
There's no book like it. And you should, and you've never bought a health book that's going to give you this much information. End of story. And how about lifetime support? How about no more Band-Aid therapy? How about we create the perfect day from the moment you rise till you close your eyes, and then we keep tweaking it as you change. We change your protocol.
And all the access to the 30 different books that Daryl's done over the last 40 years, all the online videos. There's literally hundreds of them.
Yeah.
It's never ending. It's amazing.
McCall, looking for a silver bullet for mental health anxiety. Well, if I had mental health anxiety, I'd look at C60, okay? And I would look at the hemp C60 for the endocannabinoids. And what else would I look for mental health? I'd look at the Sidonian formula, because you're just not getting enough base nutrition. That's the Sidonian formula there. And there's the C60 there. And I'd also look at curcumin cayenne, because you're on fire. The inflammation in you. And I'd always be doing daily cleansing tea. I'd never stop. Do daily cleansing tea every morning, every night for the rest of your life. And guess what? If you never did anything else, at least you got the cork out and you're draining the waste out so that you're not pooping in your pelvis or your bloodstream. How do you think you get sick? How do you think you get rotten tissue? Because you're rotten to the core. Okay. Andrea Faye Farrington, I can use structured water instead of chlorine in my swimming pool. use the chlorine structure unit and you will use less chlorine in your swimming pool. You could use hydrogen peroxide in your swimming pool, and you could use the structure unit. And there's another device I have for my pool, and it was called a silver copper conductor. Okay, and it would put silver ions in and copper ions, and I never used chemicals. It was very rare. It was only like during pollen season or things of that nature. Tara McCowan, I drink water from a rock filtered natural spring and I add liquid minerals. Is the water structured? No, it is not. How long can the water sit before it becomes non-living water? Structured water right now, we know that we've been testing it, and right now we know that 11 years, it still stays structured. So I don't know, it might be forever, but we're testing water from 11 years ago. Lori Wren, we travel and use a softener for our water. Can we replace with the house structure water unit? In most cases, absolutely. And even if you can't, you don't want to use a water softener. And if you do, use potassium, not sodium. That's one thing you can change to, but you don't need a water softener. Get the structure unit and then buy what's called Water King. And it's a little thing about bigger than the size of a cigarette package. And then what you do is you wrap the wire around the pipe where the water comes in, and you have a structure unit. It's a lot cheaper. Get a Water King unit and get a structure unit, and you will thank me till the cows come home. Claudia Neely, will you have products available at the training in Ixtapa? No. When you come for a training here, we do not do that. You have to bring your own products. The Mexican government does not like that. You can get like you can get an enema bucket, you can get a belly button clapper, you can get
Belly button clapper.
a belly button clapper and a belly button therapy kit, but you cannot. You can get products shipped here, but it can only be like one or two things. You can't get a big box. They do not like that. And what we want you to do, if you take our course, if you take our whole life coach, a whole New World Practitioner course, we want you to get a consult, perfect day consult, or if you come down for a personal treatment and training, go to personaltreatmentandtraining.com if you're a couple, or if you're a family, or you're a group. Go check that out. And we want everybody to get a perfect day consult in the United States, Canada, or wherever. And then you get your products sent to you, and then you bring them down for the length of time you're going to bring here so that you're on the protocol, because the rest of it is healing here. Okay? And that's the best way. Now, when you leave from your personal treatment and training or your New World Practitioner course, we're going to give you $150 in product. How's that? So you didn't actually pay for anything, did you? Okay, you got the consultation free. We gave you $150 in product. Okay, because we're trying to make it up to you because it's too hard with the Mexican government. And I can't even tell you the backflips I have to do. Okay, but we will have CBD suppository, CBD oil, and we will have frankincense oil here. And we do have daily cleansing tea here for you. We have structure units here for you, clappers here for you, belly button therapy for you, but you can order the other things. Okay?
Would you like me to read the questions?
Well, if you'd like, sure.
Okay. I went to your warehouse yesterday, but some products did not get the deal that was offered. That was Jasminka.
Oh, yes, they will. Not everything is 25% off. Some things are 20% off, and some things are not on sale. Like we don't have the vitamin D product on sale because it's already very inexpensive. There's a few products that aren't on sale. So the deal I offered, I said that it was up to 25%, and it still is. Okay.
Depends on the item.
It depends on the item, because you know what? Some things we're able to make for a lesser price, so we pass it on to you. We can't do it with everything, or we would be in big trouble here.
Lisa Berbic. That's an unusual name. So, do you deal with liver cirrhosis from primary biliary? No, biliary. Cholangitis.
Yes.
I have abdominal veins that are noticeable.
Okay, first of all, cirrhosis of the liver is where the liver is becoming beef jerky, just so you know. Before that, it has fatty liver because it's inflamed. So a fatty liver is from inflammation. And then once you have so much inflammation, then you get scar tissue formation, which is cirrhosis of the liver. And of course, that can be turned around. And I would tell you to get a perfect day consult, $150. Start there, because you're doing things to your liver you don't even want to know. And liver problems is mainly holding on to anger. Okay. So it's really a lot of anger issues, anger for oneself, anger for something else. You got to watch the anger. You know, there's not a negative emotion that's going to have you have good dividends. It's always going to mess you up. And that's it. Lisa, I would tell you to get a perfect day consult. And yes, remember something. How many people know that you can have only 1/3 of your liver and it can have cirrhosis and you can turn it around. And even if it doesn't all grow back, that you will have a normal functioning life. End of story. They don't tell you this stuff. Organs grow back. Joints grow back. Yes, joints grow back. It's a calcium issue. Andrea Faye.
No, that was
Okay.
ordering something. Okay, so what is the average, Alicia, what is the average price of childcare at the resort?
Oh, well, no, the price would be this, would be $1 an hour at the most. How's that? So $1 an hour. That would be your own personal childcare person that would help to look after your child. $1 an hour. Mash on Baines.
My water turns my skin ashy white. I actually use the structure unit. So you can buy the shower one that actually attaches to the shower. But I hold it on my shower head, right, like this. And every day, this is how I shower. I have one up and I'm rubbing myself and, I'll rinse my hair. I'll do everything. And that's how I clean myself every day.
We actually brought a shower head, and wherever I travel to, wherever I lecture, I bring a pair of vice grips and my own shower head. And I just take theirs off. Even if I'm in the Sheraton, doesn't matter where I am. I just do that. Yeah.
Well, this is another way that you can do it, because you'll probably be like me. I didn't have much room at all to carry anything at the time. So I've literally got 2 little suitcases. That's my life here, and I love it.
Gabby, psychic medium. What are your prerequisites for the course? Passion, purpose, wanting to find your authentic self, and knowing that you have unlimited potential and possibility. Because understand something, the more that people are trained by a government approved place, the more dangerous they are. And the reality is that which created the universe created us. We are creators, and we are genius. We are genius. You know what? Your belief systems will make you either dangerous or make you into a healer. Your belief systems will make you sick, or they will heal you. Your belief systems will make you look smart, or they'll make you look awful stupid. And there's a lot of people that are going to look pretty stupid in the next few years.
And then you will also get the Perfect Day Consultation, which will get you started on your healing adventure before you even come to the course.
Yes. When you come to the course, it's free. So you get it, like I said. And once you're done the course, we refund you with that $150 worth of product. And with it, you're getting, I don't have the manuals here. I will for the next time. But what are our training manuals like?
Really thick, but really involved and very easy to read. An 8-year-old, I think, could read it.
We designed
they're really easy to read.
We actually had 8-year-old children read through the book to see if they could understand it. And I'm going to tell you something. We didn't do that because people are dumb. We did it because we do not want to make people feel dumb like the medical system has done. And even when I went to school, when I was really young, I went to school for registered massage therapy. They make you feel dumb when you even go to that. It's a 2-year course when I went there. And the reality is this: big words, and we don't need them. We don't need all the big words. Let's just talk to each other. Let's not try to impress each other. Let's impress upon each other that we're here for each other.
Lynn Daly, my 81-year-old mum has lung cancer. She will be getting radiation soon. I am wondering what might help her.
I would look at the nebulizing for her, but I would get her a perfect day consult. Yep. And even not to go in to cure anything, but why not make her comfortable? Why not teach her the things that she's doing right now are causing the inflammation that's stealing her immune system? And why not let her know too, when she goes in to get the radiation, what things she can take so it doesn't totally devastate her because you're burning tissue, okay?
Carol Clem. So I've been spraying 5 sprays daily in the back of my throat, infinite iodine. Is that appropriate?
Yes, it is. You can do more if you have an infection going on, okay? And there's no lethal dose with infinite iodine. And the difference between infinite iodine and iodide is infinite iodine will go in and disinfect, and whatever's left over will go to your thyroid. And then infinite iodide is for people with low thyroid that need extra support, okay? That's the iodine and that's the iodide. So somebody who has like low thyroid, even Hashimoto's, start off with 1 spray of infinite iodide and 1 spray of infinite iodine. Gradually work your way up. And with low thyroid, I would, if I had it, I would do 5 sprays of the infinite iodine and 5 of the iodide once a day and see how I feel. And there's no problem with this. Lugol's iodine, Nacean iodine, you can blow your thyroid out if you do too much. Okay, and the infinite iodine is the only non-toxic iodine, and it's not nano, and it's not pico. That's actually 10,000 times smaller than nano, and it's theta, which is hundreds of thousands of times smaller than pico. I mean, than theta. Okay, than pico. Sorry, theta. All right.
Lisa Babuke, I think I'm past healing physically. Nobody is past healing physically. I was bedridden. The doctor told me I was supposed to stay in bed for the rest of my life and watch Netflix and be on painkillers. Look where I am today. Please do not think that you can't heal.
How often have we repeated it with other people here in the 2 months we've been
It's
here?
just never ending. Don't give up on yourself. We've just been taught so many lies. We are amazing. Our bodies truly are phenomenal. Get the perfect day consultation to give you a starter and go from there. Honestly, you won't regret it. Judy Grodsworth, how do you get to the root cause of toenail fungus?
It's your large intestine, and so let's just talk about it. So toenail fungus, and you know, if somebody wants to come on and debate me, let me know, and we will actually do a little debate. But toenail fungus is a pre-cancer situation, and if you don't get rid of the toenail fungus, you are going to be in big trouble. Okay, so it won't go away right away, but you need to change things. Now, just know this, that toenail fungus comes from the large intestine. It's called leaky gut, but what happens is this. Antibiotics, whether they were in the meat, whether they're in the dairy, whether in other products, okay, or whether you took antibiotics for a certain situation, antibiotics should not be taken unless you're in a life-threatening situation because they cause a life-threatening situation. So now when you do antibiotics, because they vibrate below 0, so you've got 0, and then you know, it's like this. You've got a donut that probably vibrates around there, an apple that vibrates this high, essential oils that'll be this high, and then ionic calcium, infinite iodine, C60. You know, it's all about vibration for healing. So now with the antibiotics, they vibrate below 0. So when you take them, they turn on the death vibe. So that actually turns on the microbe that we call fungus in the body. If you take a look at a tree that's fallen down and it's not rooted anymore, what happens is you'll see holes get drilled through it to turn it back into soil. It'll start to rot out. And what happens here is bad bacteria and fungi, they eat away at the tree until the tree is returned to the earth. So now that you've taken antibiotics, you turned on the death vibe and you said, I'm dying, because that takes the yeast, turns it into fungus, takes the good bacteria into bad bacteria. So what happens now is that they say, wow, it's time to decompose this person. So now the actual yeast turns into a fungus that drills holes right through your large intestine. The fungus gets into the bloodstream, and sinusitis, vaginitis, eczema, psoriasis, jock itch, arthritis, toenail fungus, and even cancer are from all the same type of family. So the green, brown, and black that you have on your toes. Cellsonic will take away that. Cellsonic will take away a lot of things. We have a device that puts out 24,000 volts in a beautiful love harmonic that actually tells cells that they don't have cancer. We don't cure cancer. We don't treat cancer. We treat people to bring them back into alignment. So it's not our fault that the symptoms leave and the so-called autoimmune diseases leave. Okay. But the toenail fungus, the first thing you better do is get that colon. Daily cleansing tea, tummy love, black gold, better be there. I would also be looking at doing
Perfect
the
day
ultimate
diet.
coffee enema and start purging your liver and just get a perfect day consultation right away. And right away, $150. I mean, this is nothing to mess around with. And if you're not worth $150, we got trouble in River City then. I hope you do.
My 78-year-old mother, Clarissa Urena, my 78-year-old mother was just diagnosed with colon cancer. Do we need a consultation? And do you have a Spanish-speaking interpreter? Yes, you
Yes, we do.
do want to start with the
And
consultation?
we also have an interpreter. His name is Leo. So we will be doing consultations for Spanish people. Leo will interpret for your consultant. It'll be an hour and a half to an hour and 40 minutes, but we will do it. Yes. And if you want, you call me at 855-900-4544 extension 5, love. Okay. Thank you.
Pamela Perkins, I can't wait to join you guys. I'm still here in Florida and working on escaping. Looking forward to seeing you soon, Pam. Soon. Andrea, can we use the water structure in place of chlorine for small pools?
Yes. So you're going to have to make sure that you structure that on a continual basis. And please, you're going to go, what? You could put a little bit of Javex in there if you wanted. It's inexpensive and that won't hurt. Okay. You ever hear the Javex bath? It can be healing. So I'm not telling you maybe just a little bit. Okay. So if it's a small pool, but maybe the structure unit will do it on its own. I would use what we did was I bought a gallon of 35% hydrogen peroxide, and then we would just put in 1 ounce into our kids' baby pools, and that's all we had to do. And then we use structured water. Okay, all right.
Cindy says normal surface tension of our filtered water causes the black diamond to sit on the top of the water before it falls through and mixes itself. Would the black diamond product not sit on top if it were in structured water?
Boom.
There, you've just answered the question. Absolutely.
The black diamond will fall into the water and mix itself without you, though. It's just going to take a little bit longer if it's filtered water. Filtered water it's not structured water. Structured water, there's no memory left, okay, in it. You're coming with a clean slate. Remember something. When somebody drinks the water takes on their personality, their emotions. So when you structure the water, you're getting rid of the 17 people that drank it, because an average of 17 people drink the same water you drink. Yep. And it also goes through the toilet as toilet water 17 times. 17 people, 17 times through the toilet, and then purified. So I'd want to structure it.
1,000% better absorption.
And
you can't beat it.
What does that mean about your food? What does that mean about your supplements? What does that mean about detoxification? What does that mean about circulation? Okay, to the cellular level. What's that going to do for your mitochondria, everyone? You got a 90-day money-back guarantee. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Carol, thank you for helping us all. Great job. I love you. What you stand for, blazing a trail, becoming a legend in your own time. The great Daryl.
Oh, please. Okay. All right.
Lisa, I would love to speak to you regarding my daughter. I have sent you a voice message on WhatsApp. I hope you get it. My daughter's conditions take a lot of explaining. I'm just going to say that I will get it, but you're better off to just call me. As soon as I finish this live, just give me a quick call. Go ahead, love. Keep going down. Yeah, that's keep going down. You got an answer to your question. I provided it. You are way too sensitive. Don't quite know what that means. Rachel, keep up the great work. I look forward to attending the whole life coach training next year. I am a federal DoD employee and might be changing my career path. This V-band date has been a whirlwind. Good on you. You won't regret it. This is the most amazing thing you could ever learn, and then obviously teach others. It's wonderful. And remember, it's about the next generation too.
Absolutely.
The people who are going to be healthier
Absolutely.
in themselves, they're going to have healthy babies. Can you even imagine that? Imagine having children that never get sick. Wouldn't that be great?
You know, all of this is possible when you walk away and break away from the herd. Don't send your kids to school. Okay. Don't send them to any corporation, organization. Don't do it. Don't do it. You can figure this out. I promise you. Figure it out, please.
Crypto Frontier.
How far does the personal EMF
crystal transmit? So this
well,
one
it doesn't, this does not really transmit. It protects, and it transmit inwardly, and it protects outwardly. And yes, it does transmit, but not like 20 feet. So 20 feet out, okay? 20 feet out from me. So it's 10 feet that way, 10 feet this way, 10 feet this way, and 10 feet down. So yes, it does transmit, but I just didn't want you to think it transmit like 5G or EMF or a cell phone.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Lou Dewey, please explain how to use cinnamon essential oils for diabetes.
How to use it? Well, just put 1 or 2 drops in your container. But go back here. Lewis, if you want, Philip 9, feel free to give me a call and we can talk about your situation. Can you go down further?
Yep.
Good.
Okay, Robert Sykes. You are both so sincere and sweet. Thank you for sharing the truth and so much love. Thanks, Robert.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for everything. Actually, thanks for everybody who supports us, and thanks for those who don't support us, because challenging us is also what we need to do too. Anybody that has authority or think they have authority over you or telling you what to do with your body, your money, your life, you need to challenge them.
Absolutely.
And I get that. Okay.
Lisa Babuick. That's the same lady. She's sent a few different messages through. I bought a lot of your products, but not sure if my liver will regenerate. I suffered with this PBC for 20 years. I'm so depressed due to researching so much on this.
Well, you're going to have to go deeper. So the reality is you're going to have to do more. Let's take a look at your home. Okay. So do you leave the Wi-Fi on at night? Okay. Do you have a lot of LED lighting in your house? Do you actually drink structured water? Do you take daily cleansing tea morning and night? Do you take black diamond and also black gold? Because black diamond goes in and cleans up the blood, crosses the blood-brain barrier. The black gold goes through the digestive tract, helping to pull up the heavy metals, the acidity. It also serves as food for the large intestine. Do you take C60 to recondition and regenerate the brain, the nervous system? And C60 is 250 times stronger than vitamin C, and it neutralizes free radicals faster than anything we know. And it also has it is the highest vibrating molecule on the planet. It's called carbon 60. It's the buckyball. And it is actually, if you look up the flower of life, in the Tesla glasses, you'll find the carbon 60 as well. Just the light coming through creates an actual frequency to heal the brain, nervous system, and my eyes and my whole system. It's all about that.
And it reduces inflammation.
Yeah, I don't want to be the sales pitcher on products, but you know, let's look at it this way. If we can change our thoughts and we to higher vibrating emotional thoughts, that brings your vibration up. Everything you eat and drink needs to be high vibrational. It's going to pull you out. Yep. If a high vibration things come in, it kicks lower vibrational things out. Listen, Lisa, you can give me a call if you want, and then we can talk about it. You know what? And I'm not even going to tell you to get a perfect day consult. Talk to me. Give me a call. I will get to you. Lisa Mills.
Looking to know how to...
best help for psoriatic arthritis.
Yep.
Again, you need a perfect day consult. And this is a fungal problem that is an inflammation problem that's in your joints. And understand, we have people, and I've got videos that show where I've had people with grape-sized joints where I brought them down in 20 minutes because it's scar tissue and displaced calcium. So you know what? I do care about you, but I don't care what the problem is. You can always do something. Are you alive? Do you want to just exist, or do you want to live? There's your deal. What are you willing to do? If you've got a 10-foot hole, are you going to build a 5-foot ladder, or do you want us to build you a 10-foot ladder, get you out of the hole, then back off on the products and the program and just maintain once we get your system back?
Honestly, I keep repeating it. You keep repeating it. Your body can heal anything if that's what you want, but you've got to do the work. Whether it's physical, whether it's dietary, whether it's products.
And that's why I want to say this. It doesn't matter how good the products are. It doesn't matter how much we work with you, how many phone calls we take. If you're running a belief system that you do not deserve, and you do not allow the goodness in, and you refuse to love yourself or let yourself off the hook, give yourself total forgiveness. If you're not willing to work on that, then everything is short term. You know what? How you feel about yourself is first and foremost. You've got to learn to mind your own business and really take this to heart and fill up your own heart and love yourself. Do the mirror work. Do the love band. Connect to your breathing, lion heart breath. And what would you like to say?
I did a video this morning about using the different products, doing the breathing and using these
And it should
items.
be up sometime today or tomorrow.
Please go and watch it. It will help you to get actual protocols in place and make it easy for you to make it a regular thing that you just do every day. So I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and it just makes you feel amazing. So just do it. Do yourself a favor.
And understand something.
And it costs nothing, because even if you don't have these, use your hands or whatever. Don't make excuses.
We're all the same. And we all have our pitfalls. You know, Romana is doing great. And she's had some huge emotional explosions in the last 6 weeks that would shake everyone to the bloody core. So understand that. We need to have a strategy that retrains our brain that, no, we no longer, if this happens, we suffer this long. Let's see if we can minimize the suffering down to here. Yeah. Everybody has this measurement, and it's all different. Every family member, they're similar, but a little different. And then this family is completely different from this family. If you did that in this family, you're in big trouble. In this family, you're forgiven. But in this family, you're supposed to put yourself in judgment jail for the rest of your life. So, you know what? A belief is going to make and shape you. What shape are you in on an emotional and physical level right now? Okay.
Lisa Mills, looking to know how to help a friend's 17-year-old son who is a diabetic and has been diagnosed with gastroparesis after the second, quite poorly at the moment.
Well, first of all, I do want to say this. Lisa, thank you for your caring. So Lisa wants to help someone who probably is not even into health to help the son who's a diabetic. And is it adult onset or is it juvenile? And then the reality is you can't help the diabetic son until you can get the parents to drink the Kool-Aid that self-love and self-care are the only way. So I would say, Lisa, if you wanted, if the people don't want to get on the phone with you to talk to me for a minute, then what's the sense of anything? Because really, it's the funniest thing, whether emotional problems with the child or physical problems with the child, I know people aren't going to like this. We have to go to the parents. And the parents are usually the problem, and they're also the solution. Mm-hmm. Problem, solution. Okay.
Pamela, we use a Berkey to filter our water. Should that still be structured?
Absolutely. And understand there's quite a few people here that have Berkeys. My friend Raphael has a Berkey, but they won't just do that because you're going to get carbon addicted and it's still not structured water. So you're not hydrating that good, but a Berkey's great. Yes, it is. A Berkey's really great, actually. Okay.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Trisha, every time I try to take turmeric supplements, I get really nauseated. Are there some people that can't tolerate it
Okay,
well?
first of all, this is curcumin, not turmeric. And turmeric has 5% curcuminoids. Our curcumin product has 95%. And there's a little pinch of cayenne in there, 6%. So what you do is halfway through the meal, just take one capsule of your turmeric, okay? And then continue eating and you won't get nauseous. And if you do, then guess what? You're swallowing a lot of emotional stuff that you can't digest. So you might want to look at your personal life relationship and the relationship with others right now.
Rosalie, treatment for autistic children.
Absolutely. But now we've got to look at the parents again, and we've got to look at the autistic child. What degree is the autism? And you're going to find out there's heavy metals, there's fungal poisoning. But with autistic children, it's a gut-brain disconnection. You've got to go to the large intestine first, and then you've got to do things like, if you can, C60, infinite iodine, daily cleansing tea. Let's just start there. And then let's take a look at what the parents are feeding them, because believe it or not, most autistic children, the parents aren't giving very good diets.
No.
And that's that.
And again, it's not their fault.
No, but it is their responsibility
That's right.
to try to understand that vibration and frequency is everything for healing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Lisa Berbuick, the lady we've been chatting through. Nice. I feel okay. I am not fat. Watch what I eat. I was an athlete, but did a lot of anger, bad dealings. I'm better with it. I am a sensitive person and easily get hurt, so liver has slowly been attacked. I will do the consultation.
Yeah, and
Terrific,
this is why you have the liver problem.
Yeah.
And just really do the mirror work. Do the mirror work, you know. Go to my Braveheart Loving Steps. So if you go to my library and go to the Braveheart 4 Pillars of Health, go look at the 4 loving steps, being the love band, the mirror work, the Lionheart breathing, and the personal connection in the mirror or with your husband or with your partner. Okay.
Melcy Pops. Such a positive energy from you guys. Many thanks for all the excellent info. Thank you. We try. Joyce. I did a consult 5 years ago. Will I need to get another one before coming for the course?
No, Joyce, you've nailed this. Okay, Joyce, you're amazing. Look at how far you've come.
Yeah.
Seriously. Okay.
Cindy, you could be having a Herx reaction, or it could be a contaminated.
It could be a contaminated. Try very small.
Ant on your tongue. What's that?
I don't know. It's not working out well.
No.
But yeah, I wouldn't put an ant on your tongue. Do you know what an ant? Allowing negative thoughts.
Oh.
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. So we're going to have to wrap it up.
Yeah, it's we've got all these wonderful questions.
Yeah, and they're just
we wish we could just keep answering them.
It's
but
1:30.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's put a limit.
Oh, is iodine great for my little ones?
Absolutely. Iodine is great for everybody. So what you do is, let's say 5 sprays is for a person 150 pounds or more. So your little ones are 50 pounds. So that means you would give what? So that's 1/3. So you would do, if you broke it up, maybe 2 to 3 sprays. Let's say, you see how you do it with the weight, and it's not toxic. We're just talking about not wasting money.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, it is. The iodine's amazing. And they don't need iodide. Just give them the iodine and spray it in the back of their throat.
And there's no taste. So
yeah, and the infinite iodine, you can put it in your ears. If you've got earaches, you can spray it in your eyes. You can, and like I said, you can do the nebulizing with it. So to clean your sinuses, to clean your lungs, Okay, we also use it for vaginal infusion, the infinite iodine to get rid of infections in the vaginal canal. But if you want to look at vaginal infusions, they're mind-blowing for women. Seriously, girls, you want to really rock your world, go take a look at that, and you will find that in the Perfect Day Manual if you do a consult, or I don't know if it's not, I'm going to check and see if it's in the 6-Day Advanced Water Fasting Guide, but I don't know if it's there. Can't remember. Okay,
There's
so
so
this is our
much
last one,
information
and then we've got to stop.
Okay, the last one. So Pamela Perkins, need to help for 85-year-old woman that is a type 2 diabetic, high BP.
That means, one sec, if you don't mind.
No, of course.
That means adult onset diabetes, flour, sugar, also feeling like she's
Dairy.
never gotten the dairy, never gotten the love that she deserves on an emotional level. Okay, because that's why we go to all these sweets, and then it's the inflammation. And understand something, and even gluten, if you eat gluten and the gluten gets caught around the pancreas, wherever the gluten gets caught in your body, then you will have the body attacking the gluten, and they actually end up attacking the organ. Okay. High blood pressure. Well, if you've got high blood pressure, we know you've got bowel problems. And high blood pressure, if I stood on a hose, the same amount of water is going to come through, but it's got to come faster. That's high blood pressure. So let's stop standing on the hose.
And
let's clear out the main artery called your large intestine.
That's right.
And then let's get on a whole plant-based, well, get a perfect
Coffee
day.
enemas
Get a
too.
perfect day consult.
Yeah.
Oh my God, coffee enema.
Well,
The ultimate coffee enema. Try to see about using the black gold and the tummy love with the coffee enema.
it's absolutely amazing.
She had a triple bypass at the age of 72, so we already know that there's a problem here. And people don't need triple bypass heart surgery. Get them if you want to get them. But we have people coming to us that are 85% blocked. Isn't that something? And right away, if you stop and you change and you rearrange, you're not going to get worse. You're just going to get better.
You feed
Oh, I'm
your
scared
body.
I'm going to die. Well, if you don't use the same brain
Yeah.
that caused the problem, then we're going to get rid of it.
Feed your body the way it was designed to, and you
Yes,
will
high
heal. It doesn't matter
vibrational
how
food.
sick you are.
She also in a lot of pain with her arthritis and spine. Well, of course, stenosis. There's no stenosis. She's got scar tissue wrapped all around, displaced calcium from the spine, and her discs are dehydrating. So she's lost maybe an inch or 2 inches in her height. That can all come back. All of this can be reversed. Thank you so much. I'd like to talk to you via phone about her, as well as my needs until I can get there to be trained and live. Working on my healing. Love how you are transforming so many. We can and will change our planet and save so many from pain and suffering. Understand, pain is a GPS. Pain is your friend, not your enemy. Make it your enemy and you will be suffering. How many people by the time they're 50 go, life sucks. Sucks to grow old. Well, guess what? It doesn't suck if you aren't being sucked out by dysfunctional beliefs.
That's right. And I'd like to mention, seeing we were talking about the wrapping around the spine with the calcification,
Yeah.
etc. So
What do you think scoliosis is? That can be reversed.
I had scoliosis. It was the first thing that left me.
Yeah.
Okay. I took the Marriagen about a year ago. I had 6 bottles, and I was in severe pain. Everything was locked up. This stuff will get you really healing quickly.
And just so you know. No, you go ahead.
No,
keep
and
talking.
I got, since we were doing the non-surgical, and they worked on my spine and here, because I had a massive clump of build-up here of calcification and crystallization right here. It was like this big locked-up area on my sacrum, and it's gone. It is gone.
Well,
So
there's a lady here that was in a wheelchair, and I worked on her, and she had like a turtle hump. And is she in a wheelchair right now?
no,
Is she walking better right now?
oh yeah,
Okay, thank you. All right, and I just wanted to say that the Marriagen is also on sale because we've extended the sale, but you don't get you get credit in our store. So when you buy this, you can use the credit to buy something else.
and you need to phone in for that
You
one,
have
don't
to
you?
call in
Not
for the
online.
Marriagen.
Yeah, just phone in.
Yeah, you got to call in for the Marriagen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. And the reason why is you got to call in for the Marriagen, and there's the Alga, and there's the Cardigen, Megagen, Dentagen we talked about. And you have to call him because the FDA will not let us put it in the store because that's how good it works. They can't stop us because there's not one negative symptom with it, but this is the only product in the world that's a true calcium product that will actually totally restore your bone structure, even if you're in your 80s and you're crumbling. Did you hear what I said? Okay, so the reality is that calcium ions, they process 120 hormonal and chemical processes every second for you. There's two things that run the human body. Calcium ions, first one. The second one is iodine ions. And guess what? How many people are getting their iodine? And understand, back in the 70s, they stopped putting iodine in the food and they put bromide, and that blocked the iodine. And then all the weight came on with people. All the thyroid problems came with people, and a lot of other problems. We all need iodine every day.
And you can watch Dr. Jay Lee, the video that Daryl did with him called The Truth About Calcium.
And that's in the library in the Ionic Calcium Guide.
And it's on Facebook. Just search Daryl Wolf, Truth About Cancer, and it'll come up.
Yeah.
Calcium, sorry.
Truth About Calcium.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's not even an hour, but Dr. Lee explains it all beautifully.
Absolutely. And tomorrow, guess who we have? Tomorrow we have Brian Hooker. Now, Brian Hooker is the head
Unfortunate name.
Is the head virologist for Bobby Kennedy. And this show will be coming on at noon. And when this show ends, I have to pull it down and it'll go to my Telegram channel. It'll also go to Rumble and Bitchute. But if you go to my Telegram channel, you're going to get so much more than I put over on Rumble and Bitchute and Odyssey. But it'll be at my Telegram channel. So you can download Telegram on your phone or on your computer. And you'll go to t.me/the Doc of Detox. Okay? And that'll be up that afternoon or by the next day. But if you have the time, 12 Central Time tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we're going live at 8 a.m. until 12. We're doing what's called the Practitioner 5 bonus advanced training days. And you can sit in on that if you'd like. Okay? And then we'll be doing that on Thursday from 8 until noon. I know it's longer. You can bop in, bop out. And then we'll be doing it again on Friday from 8 until 12. And then that ends our second New World Practitioner training since we've been in Mexico. And like I said, we've done 90 practitioner trainings in 2 months. And right now, we already have 20 people booked for January. It'll be a smaller class than the other two, but you know what? I'm okay with that. It's a new year and it's a new you. And you might want to check it out. Go to newworldpractitioner.com if you'd like to check that out. And if you'd like to come with your family or with a loved one or with a caretaker and really learn about your life, or you want to come for the pain-free pregnancy with your spouse to really have the healthiest relationship and with each other and on a physical, emotional level, and the healthiest delivery of a beautiful baby.
Yep.
You come and take our personal treatment and training, which is 10 days long. But you're going to leave with your spouse knowing how to get rid of every pain physically, and your spouse is going to know how to love themselves emotionally and physically and how to love you. And you'll be doing it for each other. Let's not be husband and wife first. Let's be two spirits that were created by God Almighty to come together and have unconditional love for ourselves and each other, and know that our potential is unlimited when we get away from mankind that manipulates the living out of us. Yeah. Okay, and just know that the future is really bright from where I sit.
Oh, so bright.
Yes.
Come and join us.
Yeah. Join us any way you can, live on here or live at the pool.
Absolutely.
All right. I want to thank everybody for joining me. And like I said, I'll be back here tomorrow with Dr. Brian Hooker, and he's the head virologist for Bobby Kennedy. And wait till you have to hear what he has to say. It's going to blow the lid right off of this thing.
Wow.
Take care. 3, 2, 1. You got this, Braveheart. God bless.
Bye.
You know, it's not good enough to have the most powerful courses, treatments, and training. We want to deliver to you the adventure of a lifetime that's going to last a lifetime. And I'm going to take you on a little adventure right now and show you what we are going to deliver. What are we going to deliver? We are going to deliver the authentic you, the real you, the genius inside. How would you like to become not just the master of your mind, but the master of your body, the master of your life? You know what? The most important world is your world, and we're about to show you how to create it.
Found Dr. Wolf and all his positivity and trying to reshape our way of thinking and help me be a better person, a better mom, better wife. I'm glad I found him in person in Ixtapa, Mexico.
Never limit yourself to beautiful, because that's what you are. Take a look at this beautiful place. We all deserve beauty in our life. You need to create a new program that is unlimited when it comes to things that are beautiful, things that make you happy, things that make you shine, things that make you feel excited. Let's get excited.
This guy's got something really interesting to say and he's sharing it really openly and we're just really not caring what other people think, and I just thought that was really empowering.
What I've learned in my life is this: to be the change you wish to be the change you wish to see, Braveheart, you have to understand you take life one step at a time.
Dr. Wolf, as many people will have seen, is very direct and straight and will take you to the edge of the cliff, as he says, and then pull you back just in time.
Never lose your focus. Never lose your dream, because you are the dream maker. It's called image, but guess what? It's your imagination. The image that you hold creates the thought that you live with. That thought creates an emotion that creates a frequency, and we know that the invisible creates the physical. I mean, that's quite obvious. So be the power that you seek, and understand something, that all your thoughts matter. And guess what? Unless you're willing to take a look at those thoughts and retrain your brain, change your personality, you'll never change your reality, and your reality could become infinite.
He's a wealth of information, and I love it.
You were created by your creator to create. So let's create something amazing together.
I found Dr. Wolf and I went, wow, here's a truth speaker. And he spoke to my soul and he spoke truth.
So tell me what you think of the destination that I came up with my imagination to hold the whole life coach certification for you. Understand something. It's all about beauty. It's all about adventure. It's all about stimulating the mind, okay? And understanding that your mind is unlimited. And that is what the whole life coach certification is all about. In the Whole Life Coach certification, we are going to go deeper. We have people coming to us, professionals coming to us, from doctors to nurses to accountants to oil riggers to mothers that want to expand their life. And when they come here, they go, I need to learn to help my family, or I want to improve my business. But guess what? We get into their business. When they leave, they become the change that they wish to see, that they wish to be. They become the gift to the world, because when you can stay in the present, and you can't do that until you have unconditional love and care for yourself. And I'll tell you something right now. I have hardly even found 1 out of 1,000 practitioners or even so-called whole life coaches that can hold the present moment and own it and then give it as a gift. And this is what I'm going to give to you. And when you come here, this is where you're going to come into this room when you need to find alignment, you need to find balance, and you need to get back into your lion heart breath, because we're going to go deep into your heart and we're going to become the spark that you seek.
And actually what I really love about Dr. Wolf's teachings is that unconditional love is literally it. And then you're like, how can it be that easy? That's just silly. So, but it's really not.
Come play, come stay, come train with us today. Understand something. I know we have fear, but understand, that's just false evidence appearing real. I get it. Stick your toe in, feel the water, but then I want you to dive right in, because
How I found my brave heart was through Daryl. He really teaches you to go within and go in through your heart and not your mind, because your heart's a lot more connected to so much more than your mind. Your mind is just so conditioned and your heart is just so open and beautiful.
you're the answer that you've been looking for. Let me teach you how to fly. What does that mean? First, love yourself, brave heart. Let's take life in and win.
I had just lost my husband a couple of years ago. With his passing, he gave me the greatest gift to love myself. But Dr. Wolf gave me the greatest gift in understanding that.
I had a dream 3 years ago that I would live in Mexico and I would have this training center, this teaching center, this treatment center that would touch the world. Your dreams are never too big. And when they start to create a little bit of anxiety, turn them into excitement. And get excited, because this is your life.
He's the first doctor that I have encountered that has truly given me the truth, and not just half truths, but the full truth. So it's been revolutionary for me in my healing process.
And this, my friend, when you take on the dream of all dreams, and you realize that if you stay connected to your breath, that you can have it all. Do not let anybody take your breath away. Do not let anybody steal your dream, okay? Listen, God gave you imagination. This is your sandbox of life. Take your life back. Right now, we are teaching courses to people that have come from all over the world, and the government is saying you can't travel, you can't breathe, you can't have this, you can't come together. Yes, we will. And we will do it with unconditional love for each other. And we will learn to grow. We will not judge each other. We'll observe and see where we can support each other. But at the same time, we will hold the Braveheart line, because this is the only way that we can grow. So find your roar, because you're so much more. And learn this. You are the unconditional love that you've been looking for. You are the dream maker. I can't wait to see you. We want to become that small piece of the puzzle that brings your dream together. Thank you. Let me ask you a question. What do you think it would take to turn your life around? I can tell you right now, I learned that a long time ago, what the key was. And anybody that has been able to perfect the perfect day on an emotional, physical, and spirit level knows this. The answer is massive, personal action. That's what it's going to take for you to turn your life around. And to turn your life around, you're going to have to go within if you want to change without. And that's the bottom line. And you know, people think that they can do it like with a consultation, or maybe they can do it with a telephone call or a Band-Aid or a 911 emergency, a treatment. But understand, that's not the way it is. The day that you realize that when you master your mind is the only time you're going to master your body. Forget your life. That's always going to be just random luck until you know that you must become the master of your day. From the moment you rise until you gently close your eyes, you must be the only authority for you. And if you think that getting an hour consultation is going to do it, it's not. If you think that going for therapy is going to do it, it's not. You have to submerge yourself into what we would call the personal treatment and training. And you need to do that from anywhere from 6 days to 10 days, or you need to come for my whole life coach certification, because if you don't go in deep, you'll never make changes. They say it takes 10,000 times for you to repeat something before it becomes a prominent, dominant thought. And if you understood that 70 to 90% of all your thoughts are not yours, and they say that 70% of your thoughts are toxic, tell me they're not. Take a look at the majority of the population. 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease, which means the body is attacking itself. Before that, though, the person was attacking themselves on a subconscious, unconscious level. And that, my friend, is the bottom line, and why you must take a personal treatment and training and go deep and understand how to run your life. What that means is learning how to think, how to drink, how to eat, and knowing when somebody is mistreating you, when someone is disrespecting you, because until you honor and respect yourself, no one else is going to do it. So understand, this is your life. If you want to live your passion and purpose, then you must become the master of your mind to become the master of your body so that you can become the light for your family. So please, consider this. You've got the time and you've got the money, because you're going to change the rest of your life for the rest of your life, and that's my guarantee to you.